my baby boy. I love him so much.
Diamonds on fleek, bitch ain't talking about heat. Put it on, screw, straight up, screw, straight up, screws.
What's up? It's your girl Mari, and this is my first YouTube video. So, it's gonna be a lot more coming, but as you know, the title is telling you what I'm gonna be talking about. So basically today we're gonna talk about how I found out I was pregnant at the age of 18. So some of you guys probably like, you're not 18 right now. That was last year. I actually found out I was pregnant last year and I was 18. I'm 19 right now. So your girl birthday is coming up in November. So I'm going to be Dub Club, period, grown. And I won't be pregnant. So your girl is turning the up, period. So really, it's gonna be story time. This first video is gonna be story time, and I'm gonna tell you guys how I found out I was pregnant, and it's actually gonna transition in me telling you guys how I told my parents. So before I get to it, make sure you go subscribe, period, and make sure you hit the notification button so you will get notified that I'm posted a video. Every time I post a video, you will be notified that I posted a video. Okay, so excuse the music in the background because those are my little sisters. And I told them that I was making a video. So that's a slap in the face that makes me feel like they don't give up. Okay, but anyways, I was on birth control for like a year. So October was the month for me to take my birth control out. So I want to say the day I got my birth control taken out was October 2nd. October 2nd was the day I got my birth control taken out. And I'm going to upload a video because I actually took a video of it. And you guys might don't want to watch it because you might think it's disgusting. But I'm going to still put it up there, so it's going to be right there. And I got the birth control taken out that day. So some women decide to get birth control, a new birth control that day, or they might decide just to move on with their life and think they're okay without it. So I was okay without birth control, like I didn't think I needed it anymore. Like, I was gonna be okay. Your girl was not gonna get pregnant, period. So I want to say when I got off my birth control, the doctor was just like, watch out what you're doing afterwards. Whoever you're having sexual intercourse with, you might want to watch who you're doing it with because you're very fertile. So I'm like, what is that? Is that what you mean? So fertile means, if you don't know what it means, fertile means that a woman could get pregnant just like that. If you're very fertile, you can get pregnant like this. Now, it's not all women and it's not all girls, because there are women and girls that are not fertile. So it's not easy for them to get pregnant. But at that time, after I just got birth control, it was easy for me to get pregnant. So I was like, okay, your girl gotta watch what we're doing, because if you got a boyfriend, you might want to do the whoop sometimes, or whatever you want to call it, love, make love, do this and this, do that. And I bet y'all like, oh, she doing it at that age. Okay, Pooh. Okay. But anyways, after I left the doctor and everything like that, I was like, okay, so I had to watch what me and my boyfriend was gonna do. And watch out for things that we're going to do. So it was one day, me and my boyfriend decided to do the grown. Like, do the grown. Like, we were just doing the grown. Something we weren't even supposed to be doing. And I don't think, like, your girl was thinking, like, oh, I gotta watch out, or I gotta remember what the doctor said. When you're doing stuff like that, that stuff do not be on your mind. Like, who thinks about that? I don't know if it's just me personally, but when you making love with your, your boo, or you doing this with your boo, do y'all be thinking about other stuff like in your head? Or I know some girls probably be like, oh my god, I gotta watch what we're doing so I won't get pregnant. Da 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 da. But that night I was not thinking. So I'm thinking, I'm good, I'm protected, ain't nothing gonna happen, I'm not gonna get pregnant. Ooh. So I wanna say the next week after that. So I wanna say the day was, I'm actually looking down because I'm looking at the calendar right now. So I can actually tell you guys what day it was. I wanna say it was the third week of October when we did that. I wanna say like the 16th, the grown. Okay. So after we did the grown or whatever, I want to say the like 2 weeks went by. So I want to say the first week of November. Reminding you, my birthday is in November. So your girl had plans and everything set up, like, and which I believe I had to cancel it because so I was feeling different that first week of November. So I'm like, your girl not feeling right. Like, these symptoms, I was having symptoms. I was throwing up. Like, I was having cramps. I was doing this and this and that. So usually when women are pregnant, they usually have like nausea, vomiting. And I didn't have vomiting, but I had nausea. I was always sleepy. I was always sleepy. And then another thing, when I was having those cramps and stuff, it didn't just happen, like all the time. It only happened in the morning times, and that was the weird thing. It always happened in the morning time. But I would wake up in the morning and I have these cramps in my stomach and they'll hurt so bad. Like, I didn't I didn't know what it was. It was just cramps. And your girl was thinking like, oh, your period is about to come on. If you don't know what a period is, it's something a girl get every month, and it actually flushes your body down, like clean all the, you know, whatever's in there and let it come out. So I was thinking like maybe I was coming on my period and I'm cramping, this and this and that. So I was going to the bathroom, going to check on myself to see if there was any sign of period. And there was no sign of period. So I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? So I want to say the second week, the cramping was still going on. So I'm like, oh my God, like what's wrong? So I went in my mom's room and I was like, Mom, I got something to tell you. And I really haven't been feeling good. So like, can you schedule me an appointment? So she was like, well, you're 18 now and you're old enough to go to the hospital and schedule a appointment for yourself. So I was like, okay. And she was like, I hope you're not pregnant or anything like that. And then I'm like, oh my God, like, I hope I'm not pregnant. I hope I'm not pregnant. Like, I hope I'm not pregnant. So I was like, okay, Mom, you know, trying to end the conversation. Like, we don't need to talk about that. So, anyways, I scheduled an appointment the next morning because the time we talked about it, it was like late at night and I couldn't call the doctor office. So I called the next morning to see what was going on so I could set an appointment for myself. But they said it was going to take 2 weeks. So me being impatient, I am very impatient is one thing I can say about myself. And I don't know if others are impatient, but I am a very impatient person. So I was like, I'm gonna just go to the emergency room. Like I'm just gonna do that. So I was like, let me get dressed and stuff like this. Let me go down here and see what's wrong with me because I'm tired of waiting and I don't want to wait these 2 weeks and I want to see what's going on with me. So I went to the doctor and I told them when I walked in, like, something is wrong with me. I've been having cramps. I haven't been feeling well, and I want to get checked. I want to have a checkup. So the lady was like, "Are you 18?" And I was like, "Yes." Boom. Here's my ID. So I show her my ID and everything like that. So I'm sitting in the waiting room, just waiting, just waiting. Then I finally get called to the back. So when I got back there, as soon as I got back there, the doctor gave me this cup. And it's a urine cup. You know when you go to the doctor and the doctor gives you a urine cup to pee in. So it was a male. He was like, pee in this cup and then bring it back and put it on the counter. So I was like, okay. So I peed in the cup and brought it back and put it on the counter. And I have to run a tests and stuff like that to see if your girl got anything down there or something wrong down there. They always do that for girls. So nothing was wrong with your girl, but when the doctor came in, he was like, I got something to tell you. So I'm like, what is he? Like, oh my God. And he was like, well, congratulations, ma'am, you're pregnant. What? Huh? What? Congratulations, you're what? Huh? Are you serious? Are you serious? So I'm like, let me call my boyfriend. That was the first thing that came in my mind. Like, let me call my boyfriend. So I called him and told him I'm at the hospital. You need to get down here right now. You need to come down here. Get down here right now. So I told him the room number and everything like that because after the doctor told me that I was pregnant, he said we was gonna have to go run tests, another test, which was me getting an ultrasound. And I had two ultrasounds that I had to get. One was like, the one for your belly, and then the other one was in your vagina, which I didn't know about, so I was really scared about that. And we like when you get x-rays or anything at the doctor, you have to go like all the way back in the hospital. Like these big gigantic doors, like I was scared. And I was by myself. Like no friend, no nothing, no mommy, no daddy, no nothing. So I go back there and the lady was like, get, you know, naked just below your waist. So I'm like, okay. So, I did that. And then I laid on this little table. It's like a little stretch table and everything like that. And we did the ultrasound on the stomach. So after that, after we did the ultrasound on the stomach, we stuck this device inside of me. So it really hurted. Like, it really hurted. And they did not tell me or warn your girl like it was going to hurt. So I was like, this junk has been hurt. So when she stuck it in me, I'm like, oh my God, like it hurts. So your girl was just trying to think about things to like not think about it or anything when she was doing the procedure. So I'm just like humming and I'm just thinking about other things. Like, so she was finally done. So after that, reminding you, my boyfriend is still in the room. He's waiting on me. So he didn't know anything about it, like nothing at all. So when I went back to the room, I was like, I got something to tell you, and I just have something to tell you. So he was like, what is it? And I was like, I'm pregnant. So he didn't have any like reaction, like a bad reaction or nothing like that. Like he was just like, okay, what we gonna do? So I was like, I don't know, just give me time. And then I had to tell my parents, like, we just gotta think about it. So after that, we left the hospital, and it was dark time. I didn't tell my mom the night I left the hospital. I actually waited a whole nother week to tell her and reminding you my birthday was coming up, so I had a lot of plans that I wanted to do. So I want to say a few days before my birthday, I went in my mom's room and was like, Mom, I gotta talk to you. And remember, you told me to make a doctor's appointment, and I did. So when I went, she was like, I was like, I found out I was pregnant. And she was like, pregnant? I was like, yes. And she was like, you mean to tell me, Jamaria, you are pregnant? Call me by my government name, everything, Jamaria. Like, Jamaria, you mean to tell me you're pregnant? And I'm like, yes, Mom. Like, yes, I'm pregnant. And she was like, what are you gonna do? How you gonna do this? You just graduated high school. You supposed to be going to school. You supposed to be going to college. You got things going on in the future for your life. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't do all this with a baby. You can't do this. So in my head, I'm thinking like, yeah, my mom is right. Yeah, she's right. She's really right. She's really right. So I was just like, I just got a lot of thinking to do. So she was mad at me. So she was just like, I don't want to talk about it right now, and we'll talk about it later. And I really felt bad. I really felt bad, but I left her room and I came in my room. And I was just sitting back, just thinking, just sitting back thinking. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do, you know. So I actually had a dream that night. And you wouldn't believe what I had a dream about. I had a dream about a baby. A freaking baby. After all this stuff happened, a baby. So I woke up, you know, and I'm like, okay, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Like, these days, they go by real fast, and I cannot let these days just go by. Reminding you, my mom gave me 2 weeks to find out what I was gonna do. So I had to know what I was gonna do. So I don't know, but I had a soft side. Like, this soft side was just telling me it's gonna be okay. You should have your baby, and you can do it. You can do it. And I really felt in my head like I can do it. Like, if you put your mind to it, anything, it don't even have to be about this. It could be about anything. Like, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. Like, you can accomplish something if you put your mind to it. Now, if you want to do something, you don't put your mind to it, like your whole full mind, like, and you sit there and you just, you know, focus to do this, do that. You would not accomplish if you're not focused. So I was like, what? Why I can't have this baby and still go to school and still do this and still do that? Like, why can I not just step up and put my mind to it and just take care of my baby? So I was like, yeah, it may be hard. So that's the part what was scaring me, like it might be hard for me. But at the same time, I always know that God has me and that I can put my mind to it. So I was like, okay, I made up my mind. So the next day, I didn't tell her till the next day. I was like, Mom, I made up my mind what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep the baby. And of course, she was upset because she felt like if I continued to have this baby, I wasn't gonna be able to go to school and go to college. So that really upset her. And then I had just really kind of graduated high school in May. So she was just not with it. So I was just like, Mom, I got it. Like, I can do this. And she was like, how are you going to do it, Jamari? And I was like, Mom, I can do it. I believe that I can do this. Like, I really feel like I can do this. So she just got silence. And she was like, okay. So I came in my room again. I already made up my decision that I was going to keep the baby. So I called my boyfriend and told him that I told her that I was going to keep the baby and we were going to, do this together and work things out, like we were going to do this. So, as the same, he really didn't have like a reaction. He was just like, whatever I'm with, he's with, you know. So I decided to keep the baby and he was okay with it. Like, he was okay. So, I want to say I was really exhausted. I was very, very exhausted. So I was getting ready for bed, and then I get a text message from my mom. So I'm like, why did she text me and I'm in the house? So she sent me a paragraph that was so long. Like, it was so long. And basically, just to sum it up, I'm gonna actually put it right here so you guys can see how long it was. But basically, just to sum it up, I'm not gonna show all the parts, but I'm gonna show little snips. But to sum it up, basically, she was just telling me, yeah, she's upset, but if I feel like I can handle it, then I can do it. And what I'm gonna do, like, am I gonna still go to school at the same time? Like, am I gonna get a job? And at the time, I didn't have a job. Like, I didn't have a job. And she was like, are you gonna get a job? What are you gonna do? But whatever you do, just know that I have your back 100%. So when she told me that, I'm like, I really felt like my heart felt so much better, because when you're going through stuff like that and like your parents upset about it, you feel some type of way and your heart feels some type of way. So it was just a lot of heavy weight on my heart. And when she said that, I'm sorry. And when she said that, it just made me feel so much better. Like, she was just like, I'm gonna be there for you regardless. And it just, after that, just all this weight. I'm like, all this weight, like, it's like, God, like it just went away. And I really, really felt good about it. So I was just like, I gotta step up, I gotta be a mommy. I'm about to be a mommy. And after that, like, I really, really have a good support system from my mother. Like, my mother, like, is my number one person that always be there. Like, she's always there to make sure that Giovanni has it. And I know y'all wondering, like, what are you having? Like, are you having a boy or girl? And I really haven't, you know, told, you know, told anyone but like my close family, my friends, and your guys knew. So, are you ready for the answer, John? I am having a I'm having a boy, y'all. And his name is Giovanni. Y'all not gonna know his whole government name, so we just gonna call him JB. And I'm so late, like, making this YouTube video because, like, all my followers on Instagram have always said, like, make a YouTube video and talk about your pregnancy and everything like that. But I really never took the chance to like take it serious. So now I'm really taking it serious and there's gonna be more to come. And I just want to say thank you for watching. And I bet y'all wondering like how far along are you also? So it's just gonna be a whole video about my pregnancy and me telling you everything because it's kind of like at the very end of my pregnancy. So I might as well just tell you guys I am 39 weeks and 3 days. And I'm actually due in 4 days. So I bet y'all wondering like, you should have been dead this. Like, we don't miss your whole pregnancy. And yes, you have, but it's okay because once it gets here, we're gonna make videos. Like, we're gonna do the morning routine and vlogs and when I take him out on dates and stuff like that. Just many, 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 and many, and many, and many, and many, and many more videos coming. So don't get upset about it or anything. But I just didn't want to start off my YouTube not telling you guys anything about, my pregnancy because this all people want to know. And if you want to know like any questions about me or anything like that, I'll make a video for that. You just comment in the comments like any questions you want to know about me or anything like that, and I'll be gladly to answer them. So make sure you go subscribe to your girl channel. It's Mari. And make sure you turn on the notifications because every time I post a video, you will get notified that my video is posted, okay? So the last thing I want to show you guys is Giovanni, my love, joy, my heart, my world, my everything. So this is my stomach. I might be a little close to the camera because I actually was sitting down when I made this video, but I can try to kind of like move it out the way. Hold on, because I have like a chair right here, so maybe I can kind of move it. Okay, this is Giovanni, and this is my baby boy. I love him so much and dearly. I love him so much. But I just want to say thank you and thank you and thank you and thank you.